Welcome back to What If I Was in That Time I Got Reincarnated as Slime? Part 2. So where we left off, Chasman, or my character, is now gone from being Chasman, or like brown hair, or brown, to being the world's dangerous person into a most dangerous creature of them all. Yeah. So, as Rimuru is trying to figure out how to, or like I just usually say Great Sage. So, Great Sage says, well, notice, he has multiple personalities inside of him. As multiple personalities, Rimuru says, like what? Well, he has his own, he has his demon self, and he has Clayman, him fighting for survival inside of his body. As, yeah. So, of course, Demon Lord Maline was, in that last part, she didn't fly towards him, but until the end. So, yeah, Rimuru tells Shinman that he needs to calm down. As he says, I can never calm down. You people always betray me. Once I used to be or brown hair. It's always been, or those humans, and as he's muttering over his words, as he says, it's those stupid humans that blaming or telling me that I was weak, or that they all died out because they all were weak. As he of course, we aren't weak, as it was second personality, as yeah, Rimuru says this is not Chenman's that's talking. It's the Demon Lord Chenman is talking, and Clayman. So yeah, she ends up saying so. Chenman, because Chenman was her friend, and as yeah, as the cat says, or I'm trying to figure out some of these names because some of these names are so hard to. So the tiger girl that I'll say, she ends up getting, or she says, how will we pull him out? Well, let's try to go inside of his mind and find who's. Yeah. So he. Of course, Rimuru turns back into his usual slime aim as he, of course, jumped right into Cinnammon's mouth. Kind of like that Majin Buu character. How he goes into Super Vegeto's mouth as he sees like Clayman haunting him with by using the doll version of Demon Lord Malin Naga, as everyone, of course, as he says, of course, you know what he did? He ate Clayman and like done. Fight your fears, as he says, as he was mad, or he was getting madder because the doll versions of his friends, family, and people that he cares about is like haunting him, like Demon Lord Malin's mocking him for being too weak. She says, should you just left you a long time ago, as, yeah. You're so weak, as it was everybody, yeah. He ends up, as Cinnamon was basically brown hair, or brown, says, Clayman, you die, as he literally tore Clayman apart, as he like rips out his guts and like, as he used his power and like boom, 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 I win. So, yeah. He is the most powerfulest one, as he looks at Rimuru and tells him, if you want to eat it, go right ahead. Rimuru smiles, because he couldn't handle his. So yeah, he went from being a power crazy monster to being just back to relaxed, as he went back to his usual body, as he says, I feel so much better now, as he still has the adding like different clothes to him. So picture him wearing that shirt with that on top of it, and like in that outfit. So yeah, with spikes. So then it's all over, as she comes in, as she says, how have you been? Of course, she was more like, because her favorite friend is Chazman, as he says, I'm good. Oh my goodness. I have a splitting headache after listening to all those people yicking and yakking at me. As she, of course, he looks down at the floor and sees her broken blades. As he picks them on up, as he says, "Huh. Sorry about your blade. I couldn't control myself at the time." As she says, "No worries. After all, as long as you were..." As she basically hugged him. "You've always been there for us." Yeah. Because everybody agrees with that. You've always been there helping us no matter what the situation was. Of course, Demon Lord shows up. Demon Lord Madeline shows up as he says, "Huh, you're the one that killed Clayman, aren't you a lucky son of a gun?" As she was looking at her. But then, of course, my character tapped on her shoulder as she looks around and she, "Good to see you." As she's blushing because she knows who he is. So yeah, he turns around, gives him a hug, and kisses him. As she told him that how much she misses him so bad. Heck, everybody never seen a Demon Lord cry before. As, yeah. So, Shinmin decides, of course, to date her. And, of course, she ends up getting married to him. He still helps everybody around them, as them, and yeah. So, and he still trains with her because he tells her that no matter if you're a friend or an ally, we'll still be friends, okay? I'll train with you. That's okay with the master. As the white hair, yeah, gray hair, I'll just say, he says, "Go right ahead." It's good to have you back, by the way. Yeah, that it's been so long, and but he says, "To be honest with you, I thought all of you got killed because of that." As yeah, as he walks up and apologizes for grabbing his shield. As he says, "No problem." As he says, "Okay, and here's your shield back." As he thought he destroyed it, but turned out he destroyed a fake one. Yeah. And yeah, he starts training his body, and yeah, so Demon Lord Maline had couple kids. Basically one was looks just like her, but with her father's look. And the other one looks just like her, but with pink hair. Or it's similar to hers, but pink on top, brown on the bottom. Yeah. So, and their power levels are like craziness. So, yeah. He trains more between like his sword play as done. Yeah, and helping like orcs rebuilding the like all that stuff. So, yeah. And because demon lords from all over the world in that universe thing stays away from that because they all know how powerful they could sense their power or his power from anywhere. So yeah. So and he sometimes visits the Beast King and like and spending time with him and like getting to know him better. So yeah. In the sky and then all that stuff. But then one day some random thief from a thiefville went and tried to kidnap or steal Demon Lord Maline's children. As Hinman was walking past or walking, as he hears his own child crying, as he is so he like basically stops them and like, oh, you messed with the wrong person, bucko. As he as he looks at him with such tense, dead eyes that even hand her over. As the thief handed him back his child, as yeah, Demon Lord Malign flew and like he handed their child back to her. So yeah, he says, me and this person will talk, we'll have a discussion, okay? So no need to start, okay? As yeah, so Chenman went into the like away from everybody as he says, don't mind me, okay? As it was one of the like dryads. As he says, this guy must be punished. As yeah, she's holding him as he. Let's get some answers out of him first. Okay. Then I'll kill him because I am so mad. As they could hear it in his voice. As the thief, Eve, decided to, say, well, I'll just use this picture. So, because it's not accurate, but he says, well, you're being real turd. And so, now, your son, or tell us where you come from, or came from. City of Thieves. Where, and I was gonna go for a crossover from Seven Deadly Sins Bond, crossing over to, hold on, where is Bond? Don't tell me I deleted, oh, here. So, Bond, on my original plan was to put Seven Deadly Sins, cross over to, so, yeah. So, other than that, or as he says, people try to kill me more times than you think. As he looks at him, as he tells him that who sent, or why did you have to pick on my daughter to steal her? As, yeah, he was kind of getting angrier by the second. Yeah, so, as a dryad is trying to calm him down, as, tell me more about this city of thieves. Well, as it's, of course, as he says, now, this is as he remembers where it is. Because when he was just a human, when he was just brown hair and that, he went to that one time. As, yeah, it didn't go well. So, he ends up do you remember me? As they heard about, as he even killed that person that tried to steal his son. He is no longer living anymore, so yeah. So, now, I hope. Sorry about that. It was just for a little bit long, so now, yeah. So he kills the Bond. This is the bootleg version of Bond. So, or some stranger that used to know Bond. Yeah. So, he ends up going to, he ends up trying not to miss his meeting thing with his master one. But he's so, like, angry that, and yeah, he ends up going to it instead. So, yeah, he tells her that I already know where it is, and I'm gonna kill that, or whoever, or those people, those dang black, like, black market, dang black markets, I'll kill them, if that was the last thing I do, as he became that, and he went to there, he killed everybody at there. He even, like, killed the black market things, and, like, boom, 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 explosions as he gets it out of his system, as he's smiling for it, as, yeah, Chadman just killed the city of thieves. So now, and there was a kingdom, and this is what I was predicting. The kingdom, or seven deadly sins, including him and both of them to investigate. And hilarious part, they even sent my other Chaz from it, or Seven Deadly Sins, or like him to it. So yeah, they found out that some crack job just destroyed that, and, like, yeah. So basically they went to him, or, like, as he says, I got that out of my system. I hope that because he has met his, he has met his other self before. Right. Sorry. Just trying to move my leg around. He has met his other self before. And yeah, they both met again, and they, of course, it was just so weird. It's like a crossover from the time I got reincarnated as slime to Seven Deadly Sins, and battling it out to fight who is one true. So yeah. So when, of course, the kingdom in the high-powered thing, much more than the I'm looking at you more than him. Like, or there's a kingdom that ruled by, like, the king of illness. I think that's how you pronounce his name. So, yeah. There was a lot of confusion. Basically, they had to battle it out. Like Meliodas, Bond again, and rest against, like, those six and her army and, like, all that stuff. It was just chaos. So now we move on to what if, or what the heck thing. So, and I'm leaving it up to your imaginations of who will win this battle. Tell me in the comments below, and see you guys in the next video. Probably tomorrow. Technically would be today, but I don't want to go through that again. So, now this is what the heck. So, I know that I don't have too much for what the heck one, so I'm skipping it. After I do this meme. It's a meme that I created. Oh look, there's a guy from Fortnite. Poop emoji, man. So, because I'm really sick and tired of you people posting that stuff. Guy from Fortnite. Yeah. That stuff is, like, I'm really getting sick and tired of it. So now we move on to Yu-Gi-Oh! Custom card reviews real quick. So in this one, we will review 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 cards. Sorry, I had to take a breather. So let's do the, like, fusion and XYZ cards in, like, after do the regular monsters, spells, and traps, and then the extra deck. So let's move to Shooting Stars of Wishes. Of Wishing. All monsters from your field gains 200 attack and defense. And then both players must say what they wish for, and it will happen. So, like, I wish for a spell card to be on the top of my deck. Like, if this card was on top of, or in a, well, sorry, my brain. So, like, if this card was in the, or in the volcanic ones, like, I wish I had those two, like, Blaze Accelerator cards. Then it happens. But now it has a graveyard effect of, if this card is sent to the grave, you can special summon one run monster and one eater girl monster to your field from anywhere you can only use this effect for once per turn. And yeah, I know it's broken because it's that like what they wish for. Like what I wish for is to win the duel. So yeah. Now we move on to Eater Girl. She's basically eating chains. So yeah. So when this card is normal summon or special, or when this card is normal or special summon, you can select one card from your deck, opponent's deck, to the grave. Until 3 turns are up, then get added to your hand for once per turn. Turns. If you have Runner Man on the field or graveyard or deck, your opponent must discard all cards from their hands to the banished zone, and then this card gains 1,000 attack points and defense points for each card from both players' banished zones. If this card is sent to the grave, you can special summon one Runner Man monster from anywhere to your field. Attack mode. So, yeah. And this one, Runner Man, is when this card is like normal or special summon, you can inflict 4,000 damage to your opponent, and then life points. Then you gain that much, and then both players draw 4 cards. Owner's decks. If this card is sent to the grave, you can special summon one Eater Girl monster from anywhere to your field in attack mode. And then this card is shuffled into the deck from your graveyard or banished zone. So these two cards are like opposites to each other's. Like, she's dark. It's like yin and yang. Or yin and yang. So, yeah. They basically could. It's just like Super Robo. Hold on. Super Robo Gadioro. Super. Like. I always call him Super Robo thing. So, like that archetype where it's just 2 cards. So, this one adds 1 card to your hand. And it's basically, yeah, your opponent. It's like she's literally eating opponent's entire hand. Like, yum, 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 yum. Like, if they have 6 cards and you summon that, she gains 6,000 life points or attack points. And then this one, you can inflict 4,000. Now, we go on to Left 4 Dead, and so these Left 4 Dead cards are meant for like zombie type monsters. And like, so yeah, shuffle this card into the deck, and then this one, and Left 4 Dead, Boda Bobby. It summons like 4 like Left 4 Dead monsters, and I know that there's no official Left 4 Dead monsters in the official game, but these are cool cards. So, Left 4 Dead pills here. And this one has to connect to like Left 4 Dead monster. So basically making this one and then gain 4,000, or no, 25, yeah. And then when it's sent to the grave, you can gain 4,000 life points and draw 2 cards. This one is basically your opponent must keep their hand revealed once per turn during your opponent's standby phase. If they have trap cards in their hand, they lose 25,000 life points. If they have a trap cards in their hand at reveal. And then this one, there should be a archetype called What If archetype. Then this would do perfectly. So yeah, this card allows it to be broken, played in the right deck. So lost a turn, and I created this when I was upset, and because there's a lot of people that don't even have like any respect for the opponent, like just for entertainment. So yeah. Now fossils, they really need more fossils types. So yeah. This one is, oh wait, hold on. I was saving those. Fossil Clear. It's once it's like, when this card is normal or special summon, you can select 2 monsters from your opponent's graveyard, and then you can special summon them to your field or to their field in attack mode, and their name becomes Fossil Stones Monsters, and then you can discard 2 cards from your deck to or hand to your graveyard to destroy all cards from your opponent's field, and then this card gains their combined effects. So basically, if take the broken cards like in the if they had Cyber Darkness Dragon or Cyber Dragon, Cyber End Dragon, and you can like basically destroy all of them, and all of those cards or effects would be added to this card. So this is pretty going to be a long list. So yeah, and if this card is used for like ritual fusion or anything, it gains this effect of it, and then it can't be destroyed, and it gains 1,000 attack points. And if this card is sent to the grave, you can, like, it gains, or you gain life points equal. And Fossil Finder is basically the volcanic rocket for fossils. But instead of looking for a giant minigun to shoot somebody, demonetized, sorry. This one is, when this card is normal summon or special summon, both players must send 1 card from their own decks or hands to the grave. And if this card is used as a ritual fusion synchro, like with a monster, and it gains this effect. This card attacks 3 times in battle, and this card can't be destroyed by battle or by card effects, or by battle, and it can't be engaged by your opponent's card effects, and that's what it is. Now, its graveyard effect, you can pay 1,000 life points to special summon this card from your graveyard or battlefield to your field in attack mode. But its attack points become 5,000 attack points until 5 turns are up. You can only use this effect for once per turn. So now we go on to the fusion monsters. So basically, let's do the fusions usually. This one is called Time Boxer of Wizard. When this card is fusion summoned, toss a coin, and then it... Like, this card is basically like Time Wizard, but he goes to a gym every single day, every single minute, every time. So, yeah. So, yeah, let me buff this up. Okay. So, here. That's for heads. Top one's heads, bottom one's tails, and then his graveyard effect. Yeah. He is broken. But the Fossil Digger takes 2 fossil type monsters or overlay on top of a Fossil Warrior Skull King. When this card, supposed to be card, is XYZ summon, you can detach 1 XYZ material from this card to destroy all cards from your opponent's field and hand for once per turn. If you do, add 1 monster from each player's graveyards or banner zone to this card as a XYZ material and treat it as this card's summoning requirements. If this card is sent to the grave, you can inflict it to your opponents for each. Like, if you get 8 cards, you automatically win the duel. Pretty simple, but not self-efficient thing. Now we go on to Angel Girl of Color. So it takes 1, or it's just like Super Robo Raru. It's been a long time since I said their name. Super Robo Yaru, Super Robo Lady. Super Robo Yaru, Super Robo Lady. So, it's similar to them, but this one is just a girl version. So, yeah. When this card is fusion or special summon, you can make this card its attack points become 9,000 points, and this card is unaffected by your opponent's card effects, and that does or not targets anything. And this card can't be destroyed by battle. If this card is sent to the grave, you can special summon all the fusion materials from your graveyard or banner zone or deck or hand to your field in attack mode. And then this card is special summoned to your field in defense mode. Because hers, I was trying to base off of like Earthbound Immortal one, if they were light versions of them. So yeah, they're basically this one can be like basically is powerful enough to destroy even the toughest duelists or toughest Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So, yeah. I'm gonna see if I missed any. Oh, yeah, I did. I missed Fossil Zombie of Darkness. It takes one rock type monster plus one or level 1 or higher monster or zombie type monster. When this card is fusion or special summon, you can special summon 2 monsters from other player's great banishment or graveyard to your field in attack mode. But their defense points become 0 until 4 turns are up, and then this card attacks 3 times for each card from your field for once per turn per battle. And this card can't be destroyed by battle, and this card is sent to the grave. You can add 1 fusion spell card or and 2 cards from your graveyard or banishment to your hand, and then this card is sent to the extra deck from your graveyard after 2 turns are up. So basically, like, I'm trying to think of zombies. Think about it as Zombie World. Oh. Think about it as Zombie World turned into a monster. And I was trying to look for any good cards that I can think about in my head. But then I stumbled upon this guy, Elemental Hero Shadow 2. I think that's how you pronounce his name. He is, or this card looks like that man-eater bug is running away from someone with a fly swatter. And I drew it out. I changed the fly swatter into a hammer because it's supposed to be hilarious. Oh look, there's a guy from Fortnite. And who do you want me to do next? I'm gonna ask you before I go. Do you want to see, like, what if Ben 10 characters became, like, girls and, like, joined My Hero Academia universe? Or do you want to see the remix of the What If I Was in 7 Deadly Sins rebooted one? Like, possibilities are endless for you. So, please leave them in the comments below. And now, please leave a like, share, subscribe. And don't miss any videos. Hit that little bell. Oh. And probably tomorrow I'll do the What If I Was in One Punch Man. And so that's probably for like tomorrow. So have fun and see you guys and girls